everybody, welcome back to Technically Designed Home. Today I want to cover the last part in my 4-part series about what to do with different smart sensors and automation ideas for your smart home. So today I want to cover the open and close sensor, the tilt sensor, and water sensors. So let's get into this video. So let's start with the easy one, open and close sensors. These are advertised to be used on windows and doors as a basic security type sensor. Typically, they are automated to turn on lights, make a noise or alert, or to notify you when the door opens and closes through push notifications on your phone. That is how I have my devices set up today. I currently have an open and close sensor on my front door that I use to automate the lights in my home based on what time of day it is and when I arrive home. But don't feel confined to use these open and close sensors specifically on windows and doors. They can be used on basically anywhere that can be opened and closed, whether that's your pantry, a drawer, maybe a cabinet door. I've heard of people using it on their refrigerator, or maybe even their garage door to tell if it's opened or closed, on your other appliances like dishwasher, washing machine, and dryer. All of these things can be automated based on if a specific door or drawer is open or closed. Maybe you want to get a notification if somebody's snacking in the fridge or the pantry in the middle of the night, or you want to know if that door didn't quite close all the way, if it doesn't want to on your refrigerator. Another idea is to notify you based on the washing machine and dryer cycles, or your dishwasher cycle based on if the door is open or closed. These are all ideas of what different notifications or automation types you can create based on open and close sensors. I have 2 more for the open and close sensors, and then we'll move on to the tilt sensor. The second to last one is for your windows and doors to automatically work with your thermostat based on if the windows or doors are open or closed. For example, if you live in a household where you have your windows open often, where it's nice weather outside, or maybe you just open it and when it's a good time of year, you can automatically turn off your air conditioning or heat based on if the windows are open. This way, you're not wasting energy air conditioning or heating your home if you're using the windows and the outside air to cool or heat the area. And the last idea that I've seen a open and close sensor used for is something that you can also use a tilt sensor for, and that is a mailbox. This way you can tell if the mailbox has been opened and closed, so you know when your mail has been delivered without having to go by. And then you can rush out for your delivery that you've been waiting for. It's always nice to get a little snail mail every once in a while. So as I just mentioned, the next type of sensor is a tilt sensor. This can be used for similar applications. Maybe a door or drawer, your mailbox door, if it tilts at an angle to open, you can use this to notify you when things have been moved. Typically we use tilt sensors to give you push notifications, but you could also use it to turn on a light or a fan or something else based on where you have it set. The last place that I've seen a tilt sensor used is on a garage door. Be careful and read the instructions associated with your sensor to make sure you orient it correctly, because this will only work if it's oriented one way or the other. And off the top of my head, I don't know which one it is. So look it up, and it probably depends on which sensor you have as well. But placing the sensor directly on the door panel where it lifts up allows you to know if your garage door is opened or closed. Though having a garage door sensor that is smart to begin with kind of eliminates the need for this type of sensor. And they can be around the same price depending on what system you use. So let's get into our last sensor. The last sensor I want to talk about in this, to wrap up this series, is a water sensor. I actually have an old-fashioned water sensor in my apartment that is just a noisemaker. It has 2 contact points. If both of them are wet, it sets off a trigger. But if I'm not home, I have no way to know that. So this is where water sensors come in handy, especially as a homeowner with multiple potential sources for water leaks. Some ideas of where to put them are in your basement, near your, or wherever you have your water heater, a humidifier or dehumidifier area, under a sink that may be leaking, under your garbage disposal, near your dishwasher or your washing machine and dryer, or even near a tub or shower if it tends to leak or water spills over. All of these areas can have different sensors that have different labels, so you know right away which is your area of concern if there is a leak detected. So what other types of sensors do you have in your smart home? And what other automations do you want to learn about in future videos? I hope you enjoyed this little series, 4 parts, about what you can do with different smart home sensors. And as with my other videos, I'll have any of the products that I use in these categories or recommend linked in the description box below. And I hope to see you next week for the next installment of interior design, organization, and smart home tech videos here on Technically Designed Home. I'll see you next Friday. See you guys.